What's up?
A
Hey, sorry.
project Zomboid.
Can you hear my fan in the background?
No.
Thank God. Alright, dog. Bro, I'm gonna lose it. Welcome to the Tattered Couch Podcast. I'm Mitch and I'm pissed. I'm pissed Mitch today.
What's up?
There's
Oh,
Mike. There's Mike. He's over there. Mike, introduce yourself. That's what you usually do.
Hi.
Alright.
My name's Michael.
Man, my partner is trying to take off work tomorrow. And me and
Yeah.
him just had a half an hour long. That entire time while my computer was fucked up, I was FaceTiming him trying to fix it. And he's begging me for me to be okay with him taking off tomorrow and being left with some miserable, shitty partner. Yeah. And I'm like, I'm just not going to be okay with this, even if I said I was okay with this. My boss keeps fucking with me, man. I'm over it. I don't need another reason.
How's that? That doesn't sound like your boss fucking with you.
Huh?
That doesn't sound like your boss fucking with you there.
No. He fucks with me every fucking day, man. Every fucking day. And then Rex's just like, let me go for one day, man. My girlfriend's gone for the weekend. I just want, in his words, I just want to vibe, bro. Let me have a long weekend. And I'm like, no. You're not going to see this face tomorrow, Mitch. I was like, you're coming to work. I swear, man, there's a 50% chance that he'll be there, and that means there's a 50% chance that I'll be walking the fuck out, faking sick.
Get to his house.
I told him, I was like, dude, if you don't show up, I'm coming to your house, I'm going to kill all your dogs. His whole reason was, bro, Haley's not here, so that means I have to wake up extra early and take these dogs outside. I'm just not trying to do that. I was like, well, you're going to have to do it anyway. uh,
But then he's got to go to work, so.
Yeah, and then he's got to go to work. It's like, fuck, man. I do shit every day after work I don't want to do.
I don't know. Something annoying about fucking, what's it, waking up early or going to sleep early because your dog has to shit.
Well, the big thing is, like, if I get the shitty partner I'm thinking I'd probably end up getting, that would make me, like, instead of just having the one target I already have on my back, because it's just me, and my boss loves to fuck with me,
Yeah.
I'll have two targets. And I'm not really trying to attract it. Oh my god. Every time we fucking work together, something bad happens. So,
That's not good.
I'm just not trying to deal with it. I almost quit today. So. I'm getting there anyway.
Why is that?
Because I'm tired of being fucked with. It's like, it's legitimately gotten to the point of harassment.
Make your stand.
Huh?
Make your stand.
Bro, I have. It just leads to an argument. Like, I flipped out on my plant owner because he tried to call me out in a meeting and say that I took a 40-minute break, and we only do 15 and 20-minute breaks.
Mm-hmm.
And he called me out, but then when we get out there, I just didn't want to say anything. And then this fucking, one by one, bro, all the welders walk up to me and they're just like, why does he hate you so much? I'm like, dude, he used to love me. I don't understand. And it's really ticking me off. And then as they kept on asking me, I go, fuck it. I see him walking down the plant and I just go, hey! Like in front of the whole place. And I'm like, you know what your problem is? You always think you're right because you own the place. But you're not fucking right. That like really got under his skin. I was like, you lied about everything you said. And he's like, don't you ever call me a liar. I was like, I didn't say you were lying. but you weren't telling the truth. Like, I was just, like, screaming and freaking the fuck out, dude. It was like a whole, like, 10-minute freak out. Like, how have I not been fired? I don't understand.
Yeah.
Like, and if I don't get fired, I can't collect unemployment. If I quit, I can't. How's that work?
Is this considered conspiracy?
What do you mean?
Well, you're like, I'm gonna try to get fired.
I don't try to get fired. I just wonder how I haven't been. All the shit he accuses me of, anybody'd fire that person. It's just more like you just want to fuck with me in front of people. So it's like, dog, like the head plant owner, he found out I had a podcast. I was like, yeah, me and my buddy do it together. He's like, give me the name of that. And I was like, I'm going to warn you before I give you this fucking podcast. I will tell you straight up right now. I say some shit about this place. Like, I was like, sometimes Mike's being a bit of a cunt. And he's like, just starts laughing because, like, those two fight too. So it's like, obviously, I'm not the only one that has a problem with you sometimes. You know what I mean? It's what it seems like, anyway. It's like, I don't know. I don't really know how bad it is, but, I mean, they run the place together, but, like, everybody always talks about how much they fight. And it's wild. I don't know. It's weird.
Couple.
Yeah, probably. Kind of like that. Probably how me and Casey fight. Probably not anything big deal. But, it's just, God. So, I don't know. I've just had a really bad time since last Friday. So.
Sounds like it.
Yeah.
Cat keeps trying to type.
Throw that cat away. Dumpster cat.
No. I'm brushing it.
Dude, remember when I called you and I told you I had something I had to tell you about my horrible last weekend?
I don't know, maybe.
No, you might have been drunk. I don't know. But I'm going to explain to you last Friday because it was such a fucking fiasco. I go out to eat to Yanni's. This is the first time I've been to a restaurant since, like, all the prices have skyrocketed.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. 2 kids meals and, like, 2 adult meals. That's $99.
Could have just ate the kids.
Could have. Could have. Could have ate a lot of things besides that. But I mean, the food's excellent. I can't hate. I can't hate. I was just like, what the fuck, though? You know? Like, is this what it's come to? Apparently, it's like that everywhere now. So, I will cook from home now, because that's a waste of money. And then I get home and have, like, my nice new jeans on. I'm like, these are so comfy. I'm just going to drink and play video games in them. I don't even need sweatpants. Awesome.
Your jeans?
Yeah. They're just, like, super comfortable. I don't know. I got them. I got them at Gabe's, I think. Yeah. So, in my drunkenness, that one little area where the dog tore the material off my couch, where the staples are.
Yeah.
I sit down on that. Okay. Sit down on it. I'm like focused, so I don't really notice it. I'm playing Destiny, and I hurry up and I stand up real quick to get to, like, I forget, go do something, go answer the door or something like that. Bro, straight ripped a fucking hole in my ass.
Nice.
Of my jeans. So I get so angry, I immediately jump online, search the exact brand, the exact fit of jeans, and I buy 2 more pairs. And I just got them yesterday, and I'm like, yes. I'm going to put you up in my closet and keep you in the plastic. And I've taken you out. And now I have this shitty pair of awesome jeans, which is like a weird statement.
You gotta learn how to sew.
Huh?
You gotta learn how to sew and get a patch.
No, it's not the same, man.
Yeah, it is. It's better.
Not the same. And then, I got bored and too drunk to play Destiny at like 11:30. I don't understand how I got drunk that fast. Probably because I don't drink as much as I used to. And And I call Ashley. I'm like, hey, Casey's down at the bar. Nobody's here. I'm fucking bored. You want to hang out? And she's like, yeah. She comes over. First thing she does, pops every fucking staple out of my couch with a butter knife. So I'm like, stop. And she just kept doing it. So now I have a bent butter knife. I had to throw that away. Told her not to do that.
You just bend it back.
No. Casey will notice, she'll get mad, so I just threw it away. It's better if she just doesn't see it at all. And then the whole week, my boss fucks with me. So I'm just ready to fucking kill. Oh! And when I was looking for that USB before we started the show today, before my computer fucked up, looking all over the place, bro, I found it in Lucy's toy purse.
Of course you did.
I searched for 45 minutes, Mike, up and down this entire house. Just angry as fuck.
What? Is it just a stick?
Yeah, it's the USB stick.
Okay.
So it'll like.
That
connect.
seems like something she'd just take.
Well, here's the thing. I always keep it up on the thing, but on the mantle, like that fake ass fireplace thing I have. That used to be a fireplace, but moved somehow. Somehow they moved it and put it on the other wall. Yeah, I always had it there, and then for some reason I thought I'd put it on the windowsill. And what led me to this discovery is I saw all her toys that she had in that purse along that windowsill. So I'm like, huh. I look over, I glance at the purse, I look for another 20 minutes. And then just in frustration, I just grab the purse thing and I pop it open, and I look in it, and I just asked Lucy, have you seen a little black stick that looks like this Xbox one that I showed her? She's like, no. And I looked at it, and I showed it to her. I was like, this is the stick.
You lie!
And she goes, oh, I thought you were talking about this. And I was like, no. No. Thank you so very much. So I've just had a bad fucking week, man. And then my computer fucked up. So.
My constant change of Skype picture should make you happy.
I do love it. I do. That was the first thing I saw when I called you the first time. What is that? Like paraphomorphic?
It's Shia LaBeouf as a horse.
Ah! That's awesome.
He's got the My Little Pony, like, just do it, like, cutie mark on his butt.
Oh, I love it. I didn't even notice that. Did you like the cupcake tattoo?
That was terrible.
On the Facebook page? That dude, oh man, he told me to use Microsoft Teams and he'd jump on the podcast and tell us a story of it. But I guess he ate like a Little Debbie blueberry cupcake out of this chick's ass as a joke. So then he got a tattoo of like that amazing cupcake on his ass.
That's like disgusting.
But isn't it well done though? Like, it has a fucking garnish.
Like, was it clean? Did you sanitize said asshole? Or is it just
I don't know. It might just
fecal matter covered cupcake?
I think he just said he just put it in between her cheeks and that was about it. It doesn't necessarily have to touch the hole. You know what I mean?
I'm thinking this is half-assed because like the crumbs definitely went in there. You didn't get it all.
You didn't get it all. Oh my god, man.
I don't know. I always thought stuff like that is, well, especially the ass. If you don't fucking like bleach that fucking thing. There's like fucking, was it Amsterdam? They have bars where you can eat food out of the strippers' vaginas.
Oh, great.
I don't know.
I don't know about
I don't know if that's spice mix as well.
It sounds a little bit AIDSy.
Or just herpes.
Or that. I mean, at least one kills you, the other one you just left to rot for the rest of your life.
Well, if the food, like, tastes like vagina, it's a weird combination with any food. I don't know how good it would be.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. That's not a good thing to think about.
You get some pubis stuck in your teeth.
One good thing did happen this week, though, Michael.
Oh, yeah.
I won on one bid on eBay. A
Nice.
near mint condition. Well, the box is mint condition. But, like, the papers inside have, like, a little bend to them. That's about it. One
What the
bid on
fuck?
eBay. $375. Nobody else went after it. A Paper Mario complete in box. 100%.
Nice.
And that is like $225 underpriced. So I am happy. So yeah, that game's like $500-600. Fuck that.
I
Been
made
searching for a
a
month.
my anime list. Now I'm like trying to fill it out.
What do you mean?
It's like this website where you make a profile and you can keep track of all the anime you watched.
Why?
Why? Because I've watched a lot of anime.
You don't like
Like
remember?
No.
Really?
There's no way in hell I can remember all the anime I watched.
If I like see a movie, like sometimes the name won't ring a bell, but if I see it, I'll know if I've watched it or not.
Yeah, that's a problem too. It's just I've watched so much anime, and whenever people ask me like, "What are your favorite animes?" It's like, oh shit, dude. I don't even offhand know.
Well, you don't even. I can't even ask you what your favorite band is, and you could never answer me before.
No, my favorite band's Nine Inch Nails.
Is what?
Nine Inch Nails.
Well, last time I asked you, you were like, I don't really have one.
I don't really listen. Well, what is it? I tend to listen to bands a lot and then stop. And is that there's like emotional reasons for me not to listen to Nine Inch Nails. So it's kind of like, is it your favorite band if you never listen to it anymore? You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, if it has some kind of significance to you, I would
Yeah,
say.
I listen to Bandmaids a shit ton now. So
Yeah, I feel you. Oh, yeah. So were you? I'm just gonna say it straight up. Were you asking me if you like wanted to go to that show?
yes,
Okay. Well, then why didn't you just say that? How much
I
are
don't,
tickets?
I don't have
How
to
much
look
are
up
hotels?
the. It's not going to happen till October. I'll look into
October.
it before then. All matters where you want to go.
Uh, which is the closest place?
So Washington D.C. and Philadelphia,
What's the other one?
New York, New York.
Rip. Not doing that. I wouldn't go to Philly either. I'd probably do DC. I don't know. I know Philly has like a huge like mask and COVID mandate thing going right now because I'm going up to Jersey in June, and we were talking about going to strip clubs and shit. Me and my buddy that lives up there, who I'm gonna be staying with, and he was like, his girlfriend said something about there's like a
When did you
big
say that was happening?
June.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Fucking Well, the thing is, October is right before November. If I have my math right, and that means that there might not be mask mandates for a lot of places because
I
it's
hope.
right before the elections. So.
Oh yeah, that's true.
No, if
I'll
it was
go. I
in
don't care.
Florida, we could fucking go.
Yeah, I'm not trying to really go to Florida. I mean, we would 100% have a free place. We would have multiple free places to stay if we went there, but we can't. So,
Fight off the crocodiles at Disneyland.
dude, you know what's weird? Nathan, not our Nathan, but my best man, Nate. He lives in Florida, and he texted me when he first moved down there. He's like, "I have yet to see a gator." I was like, "Really?" He's like, "Yeah, man. There's like no
Does he
gators
live by
here."
the ocean?
No,
He doesn't live by the ocean?
no. He
Why
lives
would there
like,
be gators?
Well, because of all the swamps and shit.
The wetlands.
Yeah. So, I have no
So I
idea.
remember fucking seeing crazy stories about. Well, there's like a shit ton of crazy stories about Florida, but like
Oh, Florida
specifically there
man.
was like, yeah, there was specifically a fucking golf course that had like a giant ass fucking alligator that would just come there and sunbathe and leave. People would randomly see it, and it's fucking ginormous.
Fuck
So like,
that.
here's this like fucking what, like 7-foot crocodile fucking sitting out here.
Yeah, fuck all that shit. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like him and Brandon want me to come down so bad, and you know, it was really weird. Last weekend I went out to some little bar uptown Weirton, and Brandon's girlfriend was there. You know, not in Florida. And apparently she just took a random vacation. I ran into her up there. I was like, what the fuck? I
Continental traveler.
was like weirded the fuck out. I was like, why are you here? And where's Brandon? He was like, Brandon's down in Florida. So, I don't know. But
I decided to come up and visit you guys when it's 20 fucking degrees. Like, yeah, it's not something I would be doing.
well, like, Nate's dad takes him out fishing out on the ocean and shit like that. That's kind of like the only reason I want to go to Florida at all.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, the ocean's freaky.
What do you mean?
Like, the not being able to see land.
Yeah, he said you go out like 3-4 miles.
Yeah. It's pretty fucking horrible.
I don't know what would happen out there, man. No one can hear you scream.
You've heard of the Outer Banks, right?
Yeah.
There's like a big population of wild horses, and like what happened was boats were bringing horses over, and one of them got like hit a sand barge and was sinking. So like all the horses got out of the boat and swam to the Outer Banks and like became wild and populated the area.
That's fucking weird.
Yeah. There was like a bunch of pigs too, but I think they became a problem, so they hunted them.
It's also weird that there's like a peacock problem out there too.
Yeah, well, you put animals where they're not supposed to be.
Yeah.
Causes problems.
Well, I guess my buddy Nick lives like, I forget. It's like 30, 45 minutes away from here, but he's like a football field or two away, I think he said, from the next neighbor's house. And when he was building his house, like fixing it up and shit, there's a fucking peacock farm over there. And they just come onto his property and just, they're so destructive and like they just shit everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
And I guess he came out to pick up like a 2x4 to move it somewhere, and he just turned, and there's just this peacock staring at him. And he just like threw the wood and get the fuck out of here.
Wow. Just fucking stared at each other.
He just like threw the fucking 2x4 and was like, get the fuck out of here. Like, that's a big ass bird. Casey's dad had emus too one time.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, he said it was like annoying as fuck to get rid of them. He essentially tricked somebody into buying them, who then tricked somebody else into buying them.
Are emus like aggressive?
I think. Oh no, he said they're just fucking stupid.
Are they ostrich?
Huh?
Are they ostriches or emus?
No, they're emus.
Okay. Yeah. There's like a fucking bird it's blue, and it looks like a fucking stack of hay with legs. And it fucking Australia went to war with the bird, and the bird beat the Australian military's ass.
I think those are emus.
I don't know if they're emus, because if you were having those, they're like extremely aggressive and they'll disembowel people.
He got these ones like super young. I know that much. So maybe they weren't like that yet. I don't know.
I don't know. He's like the lion whisperer.
No, I remember going on like a school trip to the zoo, and they gave us all these big ass berries to put in the palm of our hand, and they were like, stretch out your hand and keep your hand completely open. And they're like, why? To avoid injury. And I was like, what? And I just hold my hand out, and that fucking thing just drove its spike of a beak into my fucking hand. Not like into the berry, just gently tapped my hand at the same time. It was like the weirdest fucking thing. And
Like chickens.
Yeah, it was fucking weird, man. But like, I felt the force in that thing, and I was like, holy fuck. Like, I'm just a small child. This thing would kill me.
Yeah, I went to the petting zoo for a field trip. I'm allergic to wool. And all of the sheep were like in love with me. And they had circled me, and I'm just like freaking out.
Don't touch me, I'll die.
Yeah, dude, I'm pretty sure like they rubbed up against my arms and I had some hives on my forearms. But it was like, oh, it was fucking horrible. I want to say it's terrifying. It wasn't terrifying. It was just like the sheep, because they're so used to attention, like me ignoring them, like made them want me more or something. So they just encircled me. They're like, "Are you the sheep master?" Like, don't touch me now.
Bow to the flock. Or ba, whatever the fuck they do.
Bah.
Ba. Ba to the flock.
Said sheep and goats have like freaky fucking eyes.
Yeah. Yeah, they do. Casey's sister has like a fucking assload of goats.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
She has like grass.
Yeah, she has like a huge bit of land too.
I'm surprised she has grass, because goats usually eat the land bare.
I don't know. I think the last time I was there, she had like 12.
12.
But like they were breeding, so it's like, how many do they have now?
They're the act of breeding.
No, like they were breeding them.
You just get
Because they no, goats, yeah, goats, not sheep. Sorry.
I think they make the same noise. Not too sure.
They make a bleat. Goats make a bleat.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. bleat. But they're fucking hilarious, dude, because there's a bunch of baby goats, and dude, they fucking hop all over the place. It's funny.
Oh yeah.
So.
Fucking. Did you ever see that shit where people scare goats?
Yeah, they just drop.
Yeah.
You know what's weird? Link's been doing this weird thing where when I go to let them out, he runs full force, and like, you ever seen those Velcro walls?
Yeah.
And people just pie up against them?
Yeah.
That's what he does. He just jumps and just slams off the wall. Like off the door. I'm like, you what? And he does it every time now. I don't know why he does that. Just like, I can touch the door first. Like, it's weird.
That's probably what it is. Fucking, it's hilarious because in my basement there's cement, and fucking upstairs there's linoleum in the kitchen. So fucking, anytime the dog or the cat like tries to take off, they like fucking Scooby-Doo run for a little bit.
Oh man.
I wonder if they did that with if they did that in the Olympics, how that would work. They just like lower the runners down to the thing while they're fucking moving their legs as fast as possible.
Probably be shitty.
Yeah.
Did you
like
see
goes
that
down
dude?
too far? It's like set for a fucking short dude, and it's like this real fucking tall motherfucker. It just like presses his legs into the ground. Just fucking waddling the whole time.
Did you by any chance see the fucking curling dude at the Winter Olympics?
Sure.
His fucking trucker hat, long curly red hair, and that huge mustache.
How do you even get into a sport like that?
Dude, I don't know. I wondered that myself when I saw it. Because, like, that was the first time I've ever actually watched it. 'Cause, like,
You actually watched the curling competition?
like half of it, yeah.
I watched it before. It was a while ago.
I don't, like, understand. Like, why is that a sport? At all?
Shuffleboard is in the Olympics too, I think.
Is that?
I think so.
Weird.
There's like a weird Olympics or something because I hear about all these strange sports that are considered legitimate by the Olympics, but they're not part of the Olympics.
It's like skateboarding just became a thing when snowboarding's been around for, like, ever on it.
Yeah. I don't even know how somebody invented snowboarding. That seems crazy.
You can only play when there's snow. It's like, that doesn't sound fun at all.
Well, it matters where you live.
Well, that too, but still, it's like, yeah, I don't know. Just seems weird to me that that's a thing. Like, I love snowboarding. I used to snowboard all the time whenever it was wintertime, but I don't get how it became a thing, like you said.
Well, there's people that live in like, is that northern Italy and southeast France? It's like you're right by the Alps.
Yeah, I bet this dude that whenever I went golfing in Connecticut, this dude who ran the golf shop part time or whatever, he has a home in Vermont, and whenever the season comes, he's like, yeah, we just go up there and I can just ski out my back door, literally.
Yeah, a lot of the people that are in the Olympics and shit are from Colorado and
Yeah.
random like outskirts that are by places that are big ski resorts.
Yeah. I guess this was Shaun White's last year.
Uh,
Yeah. Just getting old and outclassed now.
I was seen that. What is that competition where they fucking go down the hill and they go right and left around the flags?
Slalom? Slalom?
Something.
I
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. That looks fucking crazy. Like, I have no idea how fast these people are going. It looks fucking fast as shit. I seen somebody wreck. They were in the turn, and their skis, like, went off of the snow, and they just
Shit.
continued at the same speed going horizontally down the fucking hill. They're like,
Jeez.
I'd seen them just like move their fucking arms up to cover their face. I'm like, they see the flag coming right there.
Well, you remember that? Was it Jake Brown? I think was his name. He did that launch thing at X Games, and he fucking lost. He like lost his board in the air, and he came down. When he hit the ground, his shoes blew off. Do you remember that?
No.
He skated for blind. Yeah, dude. He shot up. I think it was like. Oh, I don't. It's the one where you go down the huge ramp and then you just shoot
Yeah.
straight up in the air.
Yeah. I've seen people do that in drag a lot.
Yeah.
That fucking badass trick that they do where they turn upside down and cross their skis and spin. I've seen so many people do that and get dizzy, and then their skis get stuck together, and they just.
Yeah, that would fucking. Whew, that would
Oh
suck.
yeah, it's like whenever you watch a fucking the X Games with the dirt bikes and the fucking quads, and they do Superman, and the fucking thing gets too far away from them.
Right.
It's like, there it goes.
Well, dude, it's like Seven Springs, man. Like riding down the whole mountain, and then like they put like a launcher. It's not even a launcher. It's just a simple fucking like ramp. You
Have
fucking
like a
hit that thing, dude?
springboard at the end.
Dude, I fucking hit that thing. I hit that thing, and I caught massive fucking air. Like massive, like scary. And I landed on some kid. Yeah, because, like, here's the thing. They do the teaching classes on how to snowboard and ski and shit. Well, they're walking through there. Like, I hit the ramp, and they're, like, a ways away, just walking, and I'm just flying, and I don't know what to do. So I just pull my board up, like,
Pizza and French fries. Oh, you're snowboarding.
yeah, snowboard, and I just pulled up my fucking board, like, like a 90-degree fucking nose grab, and I'm like, oh god, and I just fucking stomped that kid. Yeah, yeah. I got up. He was fine. I couldn't believe it. He was fine. I was fine. I was like, hold on, something's not right here.
Probably like glanced him.
No, I went over like half of him. Just boom. Just powder everywhere. It was funny. But like he was fine. I helped him up and shit. Some random little kid.
So I was like, every time I hear about skiing, I think of fucking really old South Park episode. The teacher was like, pizza when you want to go slower, and French fries if you want to go fast. If you cross your skis, you're gonna have a bad time. And like mention all these random things that you're not supposed to do. And be like, you're gonna have a bad time.
Right. Yeah, I also hit the rainbow rail at like the weird snowboard park they have there too.
The rainbow rail.
A rainbow rail is like, think of the way a rainbow looks, and it's a rail, like a big arch.
So.
Well, I was hitting it, and some other dude had hit it right before me, and he was stuck at the top, like hardly sliding, but still sliding at a decent bit. I was fucking flying when I hit that thing, and I caught up with him. We just smacked into each other, like on the tip of the fucking rail, like on the arch, just slam right into the fucking ground.
You gotta fucking, what is it, like spin around and to a tail slide.
Yeah, fuck all that shit. No, I was just trying to lip
possible. If you did that, it would be insane.
I was just trying to lip it. I don't understand how people do tail slides and nose slides. Because, like, I've done 50-50s, I've done front boards, back boards, lips, back lips, all with snowboards. But I don't understand how you could do a tail slide because your feet aren't on the tail. Like, is it just momentum pushing you? Is that all it is? Like, you're just touching your board?
Of the board.
It's just weird to me. I don't know. I've never tried it, so I wouldn't know.
I think you like, because of how your momentum is, or how you're tipping your body or whatever, it like pushes the tip of the board, and where the bend is, you kind of sit on that, I think.
You remember Boozy, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, he used to have a ramp in his backyard, and we would take turns snowboarding at it and shit. When I hit that thing, dude, I tried to do a front 360, and as I came around, my body just stopped in the air, like froze straight. Like I would just be standing and falling, like how you would jump off a building just to hit flat on your stomach. You know what I mean? Yeah, I just froze in the air, and I'm like up there, and I come down, dude, face first, straight in the fucking ground. Like just plant, no bounce, no nothing, just stick right into the ground.
So one time I was snowboarding over the hill behind my house, and there's like a cliff in the woods a ways, and I was like going bad out of hell. Fucking no way for me to slide out or anything, and I see that cliff, and like I'm like hanging at the edge of the board, and there's a stump that was like right before the cliff, and it caught like the back of my coat and pulled me off the fucking board, and it just flew over the cliff. It's like, thank God.
Oh man.
Snowboarding's fun.
Right. Well, speaking of snow and getting fucked up, let's get to the topic. Monster Hunter World.
Go, go, Monster Hunter. Go, go, Monster Hunter. You big weapon having Monster Hunter. Yeah.
Nice. Alright. I don't have my Wikipedia pulled up. My phone is dead. Let's just roll with it. It's made by Square Enix. I think it was made in 2012, and it has a DLC called Iceborne. Mike, you're the head leader on this one.
What the fuck?
Fuck you. You have like 150 hours in it.
Like, probably 200 now.
Jeez.
Was at 180 before Iceborne came out, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
And you haven't even beaten it yet, have you?
No, not Iceborne. I played a lot less of that than I did the other one.
Did you fight the insane, like, super boss black dragon thing? That has that that mechanic where it can just wipe you?
I just don't know what monster. I don't know.
You don't even know what I'm talking about, do you?
No. The game's made by Capcom. Why did you say Squaresoft?
I said Square Enix.
Whatever. Why would you think that?
I'm pretty sure it is made by Square Enix.
No. Developer Capcom.
Alright, well, give me the story.
They even have a composer.
Give me the story on... Give them, the listeners, the story on Monster Hunter World.
The story of Monster Hunter World. What is it? The new...
Yeah, I was
go
wrong.
to a new land.
Yeah.
Following, what's his name? Fucking... Do you remember? It's Mag something.
No, I don't fucking... Hold on. Let me see if my phone's charged yet. It might be. Oh, yeah, I do have it. Hold on. Super fast fan. Be super fast, please. Alrighty. I got it. We do have a fucking Wikipedia entry now.
It's Zora Magnaros.
There you go. Alright.
He's a massive volcanic turtle-like elder dragon.
Alright. Yeah, go ahead with the story. I'll do Wikipedia later. Or not at all, maybe. This is going to be a good episode.
I don't know, the story is always weird because it's basically just something. It's just there because you kind of have to have a story. You know what I mean?
Like,
we start off in a boat going to the new land, and then there's Zora Magnaros, is like this giant moving flaming island in the water, and kind of reminds me of like the Fire Island where you get the fire arrows in Legend of Zelda games. And then you get there, and I think you're part of the Fifth Fleet. I'm not too sure, but there's a bunch of different fleets of monster hunters. This Monster Hunter is a job, and there's a Hunters Guild, and you have to join. You're already a part of the Hunters Guild. In other Monster Hunter games, you have to do a hunter's test first. But then, what is it? You're like separated or something? You had to watch the cutscenes. What?
yeah, you get separated, and you gotta fucking follow the one chick up Zag. I'm gonna call him Zag.
Zag.
Yeah. Just run up his back, and you gotta, like, escape and shit, and get the fuck off of him, and boat's all wrecked and shit, but most people survived, I guess. And you land in, like, the hub area known as Astera.
Yeah.
So.
You have to, you don't technically start out in the in the hub world for some reason.
Yeah, no.
You have to do a mission where you come to the gate of the village, and there's like, what are they called? The yellow fucking thingies?
I don't
Giant
remember.
one of them.
What the Jaguar? Jaguar? Is that what they're called? Look, there's a bunch of monsters other than just fucking dragons. It's Monster Hunter World, so they're monsters, but it's like a Jaguar or something like that.
Yeah, they have weird ass names.
It's a big yellow fucking lizard, and there's a bunch of tiny versions of it running around too, and you gotta fight through them, and eventually.
That big one's called the Grand one.
Yeah, the Grand Jaguar.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Jargus.
Not Jaguar. What the fuck am I?
It's
The Wabbajack.
And it's the Great Jargus. The Wabbajack. There's like, I have so much trouble with all the monsters' names in this game. Especially the ones that have like a bunch of J's and I's in them for what seems like no reason.
It's gotta sound cool, authentic, and like old school.
I don't.
Like Dungeons and Dragons.
I don't know. Whenever I see like JIV and like a few more eyes, my brain just like shuts down. It's like
Well,
when I watch subtitled Japanese stuff in Japanese. It's like, how are there so many I's and U's in these words? This is absolutely ridiculous. Sick, man.
Yeah. But anyway, you gotta fight him, and then you can do anything in the open world.
Hadouken!
Yeah. Basically, your job is to hunt monsters all the way up into the greatest, biggest monster. And you're on a hunt to take down You're on the hunt to take down Zag. And Zag, we don't even need to do this. We don't need to. This is what kills it for me. I don't need to kill Zag. Zag is just passing through so he can fucking die himself.
Yeah, but he's getting harassed by Gigante.
Well, let it happen. He's gonna die. You know what I mean? Like, just let nature take its course, guys.
He has to die in the life stream so that his biomass is like distributed like how Final Fantasy VII is. Fucking Gigante is basically the fucking what's the magic in 7 called again?
Mako?
Yeah. Gigante is basically a
His name is
Mako
Zag.
generator.
His name is Zag.
No, fuck.
Gigante is Jag.
The other one.
I'm gonna call him Jerkin.
And he's trying to eat Zora Magnaros. And Zora Magnaros can't return back to the life stream. So Gigante is basically a Mako reactor sucking the energy out of the life stream.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't catch on to that part, but I might not have made it that far.
Oh, we did.
Oh, did we?
We got past the second fight with Zora Magnaros, which is the last fight with him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't remember. It's been a while since we played.
You have to scare off Gigante.
Yeah. Did we scare him off, or did we just...
Yeah.
Okay. I don't remember.
I did.
I just, I'm more interested in talking about this game and the gameplay and things you can do. But...
Lots of stuff. Explore and fish.
Yeah, you can fish and you can explore. Look, you gotta go out on expeditions, find these monsters and shit. And there's dinosaurs, and you can go fishing. And you can get things to make new weapons and armor. It's just an RPG, but it's fun RPG.
There's like random monsters, like herd monsters that you can kill to harvest their flesh. And then you have a little barbecue mini game that I fucking always have enjoyed.
Wait, what? A barbecue mini game.
You can do a little barbecue mini game whenever you harvested flesh from the one thingies.
No.
No.
I didn't even know there was one. Bro, I could barely use a net. Like, at one point you have like this, you have this weird shooter on your wrist. And you can shoot a net out of it and bag yourself some flying lizards, and you can shoot like stun things out of it, so they smack like a monster in the face and it stuns them and shit. You can shoot explosives and stuff out of it too, right?
Yeah, there's like pods. There's the basic one that you can just find in most areas is like just a hard nut that hits them. Then there's a thorn nut, which it sticks to them, and and you can hit it with your weapon, it'll multiply your damage, which is extremely useful. And what is it? There's a piercing pod, which is good for breaking the animal's body parts, which you have to do to get certain materials. What else? There's a paralyzed pod, which is self-explanatory. There's a dung pod that you can shoot in their face, and it makes them like not want to fuck with you because they have dung on their face.
It's hard to do anything when you got poo on your face.
Yeah, get a little dung up the nose.
The weapons you can make are fun. There's different trees for each one.
There's what, 14
that rhymed
different
unintentionally.
types of weapons. Poet, and you didn't even know it.
Shut up. Told you about those dad jokes. I don't know, how many different kinds of weapons are there? Like 12, right?
I think 14, maybe.
We got sword and shield.
It's Pokemon.
Yeah, that's your that is a Pokemon game. Sword and shield, gun lance.
Gun lance is my favorite.
Yeah, gun lance is cool. Great axe, which I fucking love. That's the one that transforms, right? The one that I use.
I don't think so. That's the switch axe.
Okay, switch axe. Switch axe is fucking awesome.
Or the charge blade.
I think it might be the charge blade.
One of them.
I don't remember a switch axe. That's why I say that.
Yeah. Well, there's 14 different weapons. So, yeah. Are you reading from a list, or you actually know them offhand or something?
No, I'm remembering them right now.
Yeah. Is that the great sword, log sword, sword and shield, dual blades, hammer, hunting horn, which is worthless unless you have a group of people. I always play solo, so never really fucked with that. Then the lance, and then the much cooler gun lance, and then switch axe, charge blade, insect glaive, which is fucking cool. Light bow gun, heavy bow gun, and the bow. The fucking...
I hate the bow guns. I hate them.
Did you even mess with them?
Yeah, I don't like them that much. Kind of slow.
I had some trouble with them. There's a shield that you can add to them that makes it much more useful.
I did want to try sword and shield, but I never did.
Some of these weapons are pretty anime with how they're used, like the sword and the shield. Kind of, it's like the least out of them. But then the insect glaive and the fucking, the dual fucking blades. You just do all kinds of fucking crazy ass combos and launch yourself in the air.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Well, you didn't give them a chance.
Dude, I was trying to test out different weapons every time we played, and I tested like one or two every time, and that it all just, once I got that charge axe thing, oh man, I loved it because I actually could swing fast, and it switched and did different things, and it hit hard. Like, I don't know, it's really cool. The gun lance is super fucking fun too, honestly.
Gun lance is my favorite weapon. I have used the insect glaive a few times. It's interesting because it's like a two-part thing. Instead of upgrading your stuff through blacksmithing, it's essentially still blacksmithing, but you're like breeding this insect that lives on your arm, and you can shoot the insect out, and it like they'll have certain effects. Some can paralyze, some have elemental damage, and it'll collect like, I don't know, juice or some shit from the fucking monster attack that it hit, and it'll collect this energy in this meter. Once the meter's full, you can do like all kinds of crazy shit, I'm pretty sure. I haven't done it in a while, so I'm not too sure on what exactly it does. It might just give more chance to break a body part, which you have to do.
Yeah, see, I couldn't figure out exactly how to do that, like break a body part with my weapon. Like,
to hit it multiple times.
Okay, so that's what I was doing. All right. Well, yeah, because sometimes it would just randomly happen, but sometimes it wouldn't. So
Yeah. Certain monsters' body parts are weak to certain different types of damage.
Well,
Elemental damage.
I made the mistake because there's that flying lizard, dragon thingy, that fucking weird one that
The
climbs
green
trees.
one.
The whitish blue one. It's electric.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Dun,
Uh,
dun, 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 dun,
I hate
dun.
you. I went there, and on the expedition, you have to go and find it up in this big ass fucking tree. And when I found him, uh, that thing's very fast, and the axe is not. The axe that I was using wasn't. That wasn't the charge axe. I think it was just the axe, like the great axe, right?
Maybe. Might have
What?
been the hammer.
No, it was the hammer. It was the hammer. Now that you said that, yes. Yeah, that's horrible. Don't ever do that. That fight took like an hour.
Hammer's
Because,
fun, but you have to be smart with it.
well, he fucking ran, and he's too fast for me to fucking slap me. Just fucking paralyzed me every time and electrocuted me.
You see, like, was it the first time you played this game, you used the hammer, and you didn't like the game because of that. And then Nathan was the same way. And, like,
The first time I played?
everywhere, yeah, I think that's what you told me. Like,
No, the
well,
first
okay.
time I played was the double blade. The blade on each end of the staff, whatever.
Glaive.
It looks like a double-ended sword, kinda, but it's like a long spear thing.
If it's a double-ended spear, it's the glaive. You have an insect on your arm.
Maybe that was it. Yeah, it wasn't the hammer. I liked the hammer up until I fought that fucking quick-ass motherfucker.
Yeah, it's not very advantageous to use against faster monsters, unless
Well, I
you want to
didn't
do,
know.
like, unless you want to, like, wait them out while you dodge all their attacks. Because that's how you're supposed to fight, Mitch. Playing with you is just so fucking fun. It's
What?
like, how do I do this? I can't find it. Like, it's right here. Where are you? I'm the other marker on the screen.
Yeah, bro, but it wasn't popping up on my screen. That's why I was getting confused.
Yeah, yeah. I
And
always
let's
have
not forget
trouble
about how we
finding
have to punch in a
back and
code
forth.
every time just to play.
Yeah, yeah, it's like
And
having
navigating the fucking menu and button mapping is just fucking shit. I hate that. I hate the controls in this game. I mean, a lot of people like them. For me, it's just not me. So
took some getting used to. It's I don't know, it feels right for what you're doing.
it's like I was trying to figure out how to use my fucking pod shooter, and I had it down pat, and then I didn't play for like a week, and I came back and I couldn't figure out how to use it again.
I think it was just the left trigger.
No, it's like you have to hold down on something on a certain button and then pull the left trigger. Or some shit like that. That's how it is on mine. I don't know why. I know it was like 2 or 3 buttons just to shoot it.
We got little palicos.
Yeah.
I love.
Palicos are awesome. Palicos are your cat companions that fight with you and help you.
Yeah.
So they're cool. And there's a little restaurant
Yeah.
where they cook for you.
And the first Monster Hunter game I played was Monster Hunter Drive for the Wii. And the palicos were just like wild tribes. You hunted them kind of. Like you'd beat them up and then they'd be like, "Whoa," and then like throw a smoke bomb down and disappear. And they'd drop like random little things. But there's tribes of Palico in here in this game as well, and you can get little side missions that you go and find out more about the tribes and explore with them. And they give you a trail raider signal, and you can call them, and your Palicos can domesticate little animals, like the smaller versions of the Jargus. You can tame them and any of the smaller animals, really.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah,
And like,
that's another thing. You can get mounts.
yeah, kind of.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. That just like sparked something in
Oh,
my brain.
that's cool. Yeah, that's what I did to get that. I had to become friends with one of the, I think all of the tribes, and I got the mount. You just kind of whistle, and the generic small enemy that you can ride like comes up to you, and then he joins your team. I think. Nah, the, after you get off of them or you get attacked, they'll run away. But you have other ones that will join your team, and your Palico will ride them. And, each of the tribes have different weapons that they specialize in. Like, you didn't get to mess with that. You seen the fucking the Molotov cocktail? You seen when he had that weapon, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. You're like, what's Steve doing? He's fucking shooting fire up in the air and shit.
Oh, I said that?
Yeah.
Oh. Every time I played this game, I was fucking drunk. Oh, man. I don't know.
You have to level them as well. There's, was it, you start off with the or whatever they're called, Vapo Wasps or whatever, that that heal you. There's delivery and just a station. And then once you get to the final level of that tool, there, if you die, your Palico will run over to you and throw like a big glob of it on you, and it'll bring you back to life.
I have never had that happen before.
Yeah.
I've also never died either, so.
Yeah, you do. But
Oh, with you, yeah, but like nothing happened to me. Like I never had to restart anything.
was you get 3 chances of dying, and then it will cancel the mission out. You automatically fail. And I heard that it's anybody on your team. So
That's fucked.
yeah. So the first person that hits 3 faints, it cancels your whole team out.
That's garbage.
Yeah.
I've fought that mud snake monster thing, and that was probably the most annoying fight because I kept on having to like truck through the mud very slowly.
It's the actual like fish one.
Yes, the big ass motherfucker that runs from you, then you have to like swim and go find it. And,
Not the one with the flat head. It's like the first monster you fight.
This was like the 3rd or 4th, I think.
Okay.
I
I fought like a shit ton of those because I needed a water gun lance, and they had it.
You
But I
wanted
still
a
use
water gun lance?
Yeah,
Okay.
gun lance is the water element.
Does it shoot like a water gun?
No, it's
Pew
just,
pew.
it just has, yeah, it's like an elemental add-on of damage to any weapon.
I just wanted like electric elemental. That's all I wanted.
I did. I got that one too. That's one of my stronger gun lance. It's the Mystic. I think they're called Tokayashis or something.
Yeah, I think that's what it's called. And the armor for those are fucking sick too. The
Yeah.
Tokyoshi armor, it's like, was it like feathers or like spikes or something like that?
It's like they're the silver fucking
Yeah.
scales and the fucking bluish fur or whatever.
Is it fur? Okay.
Yeah, it has like little parts of fur like on its tail, I guess you could say. They're more like, I think they're supposed to be like feathers because it's like a flying squirrel, essentially, with a snake head.
Oh, your palicos can get armor too. Mine's a little snowman.
Yeah.
I love it.
Mine's been a bunch of things.
Mine will only exclusively ever be a snowman now. Like, I don't care.
I think mine's a little doll right now.
He used to have, like, a fucking tribal skull with, like, feathers and hair and shit over top of him. But it wasn't
It's
like
the
that
first one.
Tokyoshi. Yeah, it was pretty cool. Like, he was like a barbarian.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the game's fun. I mean, you can explore and, like, you harvest like plants and shit to make poisons or antidotes or whatever the fuck you want to do with them.
Yeah.
Anything you kill, you harvest like body parts. So that's fun. It's real intricate. It's fun.
Yeah, there's
Tedious.
how many places? 5 or 4?
I think I
Did
got
you?
to the 3rd or 4th. I forget.
Yeah. Did you get to the? What was it called? It was like the fucking Rotten Valley or some shit.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Yeah. Okay. That's fucking. That's where the game starts to get hard, in my opinion. You fight the what's it called? Oberon or something. It's this a very aggressive red dog looking thing, I guess you could say, like wolf with scales all over it. They're fucking is it their claws are like double jointed or some shit? I don't know. They have like cat claws that pop out of their other claws and they scratch you and they cause bleed damage and you have to like crouch and wait for a while and then the bleed will heal. If not, you're like while this extremely aggressive monster is thrashing all over the fucking place.
Yeah. There's a bunch of weird ass shit in that fucking game.
I love it. Wanted you to get to the Elder Dragons because there's a giant fucking Elder Dragon there that is like the Rot Dragon or whatever, and it fucking comes out of like this big pile of fucking corpses and intestines and shit.
I feel like watched a YouTube video of that. I watched a YouTube video that went through every single fucking big monster you fight.
That was the only monster that I beat with a bow. Because getting close to him in the Rotten Valley or whatever the fuck it's called, there's like a miasma in the lower levels of it, and it builds up on you, and eventually you'll like pass out and be paralyzed.
Have you ever fought... Okay. Oh, I'm looking at this list right now. There's a list of the 14 strongest Elder Dragons.
They could be from Monster Hunter World.
Yeah, it's all from... oh, maybe I should have put in World.
Yeah, because there's a lot of Monster Hunter games. Not all the monsters cross over, sadly.
Okay. I know you fought Extreme Behemoth, which is a Final Fantasy crossover.
Yeah.
Did you ever beat that?
No.
Why?
I haven't tried in a long time. It's hard as fuck. Fuck you.
Lunastra?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Ancient Leshen.
Ancient Mission.
Yeah.
I don't think so. It's hard for me to remember their monsters' names though.
Devil's Show? Jaho? Devil Jaho? Black
That one,
Diablos?
Devil Aljo, is fucking terrible.
Why do you say that? I don't
He
know anything about these.
he is the most aggressive fucking monster, and he hunts like other monsters constantly. Bully them around and shit. And he has is it Dragon Blight, which is a very annoying fucking thing. And whenever he activates it, he gets super fucking aggressive, which is even worse.
Lavasioth? It's like this fucking... It's like covered in lava and shit, it looks like.
Oh, is it the
Piscine Wyvern is called Lavasioth.
is that the lava version of the fucking fish thing that you fought?
Looking like it.
Yeah.
Basilgios? I don't know, it's like this winged thing with like Oh no, like a reddish head that has like a lion's mane almost looking deal, and its wings look the same. But
Oh,
it's like red scales. It's so fucking weird. Uh, Tends to show up fights when you're fighting other large monsters in any biome. However, if you don't want to fight this monster, then you can use dung pods to scare it
yeah, dung pugs are great.
away. Brings me back to my point. There's like a lion-looking one called Teostra.
Oh, yeah, I've fought Tiestra. He's hard.
How'd that go?
So, well, he has fire blight, which is fucking annoying as shit.
What
So
is it?
you're like, it's like his fire attacks, even if you block them, it get you get fire blight, and it builds up after a time period, and then you get like fire damage, and you like explode, which is fucking freaked me out the first time I did it because I'm running around and I have like all the fire blade on me, which just looks like a cloak of redness around you. And then it starts like sparking, and I'm like, what the fuck? And then I explode.
Well, here's this next one. Xeno Shiva,
Yeah, it's the boss of the game.
the ice fucking looking thing. It says you will want to stay out of its range when it enters rage mode, and its stomps become explosive.
Yeah, it has two or three forms that it does while you fight it, and it is annoying as shit. I think it can like one of its charging attacks it like shoots all the way across the board or the stage, and it has this you can't like avoid it through a roll, or you can't fucking and you can't block it. This is fucking beam attack that fucking he turns his head all the way to the right as much as he fucking can, and then goes all the way to the left.
So you have to be behind him.
Yeah, essentially, or right behind his neck, which is always hard. The best way to do it is if he's on higher ground than you, or lower ground even, I think. I forget if they're like if the beam is wide enough that it doesn't matter if you're on lower ground or higher ground. But when you're on lower ground, it can go right over you. And there's a trick that if you come to a cliff, you can jump off of the cliff, like the raise in the stage. It's not really a cliff, but if you jump over that and time it properly, you can actually dodge the beam. But that's pretty hard to do.
Um,
That was such a hard battle. I used the sword and shield to beat that.
really?
The yeah, my was it the Pookie bird or whatever the fuck it's called? It has the poison. I
Yeah.
got like a level 2 version of that with the sword and shield, and there's like this combo that you use where you jump back and then you jump forward, and that's really useful for other monsters because you can actually mount them, but you can't mount this thing because it's so freaking huge, I guess. And it was it in its second stage, it randomly drops pods for you to use, and like the dragon pod, which is pretty useful. There's I forget what the fuck it's called. It's this random pod that you find like in the Elder Reach, and it just makes monsters land whenever you shoot them, which is useful.
How about this one's cool because there's no way you won't know what this is if you've fought it. Uh, Very distinct. A golden uh, golden black dragon that has Kulve Taroth. Has like a
Old Turtle.
golden head with like ram horns looking thing. It's another can be found in the caverns of El Dorado.
That's not in Monster Art World, is it?
Yeah,
It is.
these are all in world. Yeah,
I don't know. Where's El Dorado?
the caverns of El Dorado. I don't know. It is recommended that you use ranged weapons for this fight, and also have the part breaker skill. Need to aim attacks at its chest, and don't try to block them unless you're using a lance's power guard.
Yeah, there's like different levels of the shield. The gun lance is the second strongest. I guess lance might be the first. Not too sure.
You have your phone on you? I'll send you a picture of it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I'll send it to you. I saw this in the video and I thought it looked cool as fuck. I'm just asking you about these insane dragons because they're like supposed to be like hard as fuck or whatever. But I just sent it to you. What about Black Diablos?
Yeah. Black Diablos is an more aggressive form of Diablos.
Nergigante is number 5.
Oh, it's cooler. It's he comes every month or so.
The gold one?
I told you I wanted to fight him.
Oh,
you
that's
didn't
the one
know
you
it
were
was
talking
like a timed thing.
about. Okay.
Yeah.
Have you ever fought him?
Yeah.
Is he hard?
You fight him in like several stages.
Ah, jeez. What makes Nergigante so hard?
He's a fucking bitch.
Why?
His attacks are pretty ranged. He's aggressive as hell. Forget what the fuck he did. He had some like really annoying attack where he shot spikes at you. That's what it fucking was. He
Yeah,
can
it's saying that right here, yeah.
spikes out of his arms or his horns or some shit. It's so satisfying breaking his horns because they're so fucking huge.
Devil's Yahoo, we already talked about that. He looks like just a big old lizard. I don't know.
He's a bastard.
Big old crocodile.
He has a special tree like all his own in the weapons.
The only brute wyvern on this list is the Devil's Yahoo. And you can run into this monster in any location. You will want to aim for the head, belly, and tail. Be wary of the pitfall traps. Be wary of using pitfall traps.
His tail is kind of hard to break.
Is it?
Yeah.
It says patience is needed.
Yeah.
The Ancient Leshen. I asked you about that a little bit ago. It looks like a Wendigo.
Yeah. Do you know what it's from?
The Witcher.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I did that, and you get an armor set that makes you look like Geralt of Rivia.
Yeah. You told me about that. I really wanted that.
Yeah.
Man, I can't wait for The Witcher 3 for PS5. Oh, man. They're coming up with a PS5 version like they did with, like, Destiny and shit. They're doing it with a bunch of games, so from what I've seen. So, how hard was that one? Because it's number 3.
Which one?
The Leshen.
I hardly remember it. I don't think it was too hard.
It says you can use the Witcher emote to deal damage.
Yeah, you get a special Witcher emote.
Okay, what's it do?
It's the magic from The Witcher. You like hold out the stone thing and shoot fire.
Oh, like the Igni sign, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess.
Well,
I don't know The Witcher. I just know what I got in the game.
I'm telling you, man, you need to watch it. Shit, it's so good. Now Lunastra. Lunastra?
Yeah. I think that's the boss of Iceborne. I didn't get that far.
It's coming out of a fiery thing. It's like has blue glittering shit around it. Has like white wings.
I looked at it.
Okay.
And I like Kieran. Kieran's like one of the most non-samey looking monsters in the game. Always kicks my ass though. So it's like a white stag, and it has it looks like the fucking forest spirit from Princess Mononoke.
That's what it. Yeah, I'm looking at it. Yeah.
Yeah, and it fucking like summons lightning from the sky randomly and shit.
That's cool. That thing looks cool as fuck.
It's an elder dragon. Yeah. The Elder Dragons are fucking hard as shit, and they all have cloaks of whatever blight their element is. So that's always fucking terrible. That's why what is it, the Steel Dragon? I forget what he's called. Like, 'cause you get 3 missions at once, I'm pretty sure, and it's to fight that was it that fire lion thing that you were saying?
Yeah.
It's to fight him, Valhask. Is that how you say that? Valzak? Halzak?
I don't know.
Valhalzak. You fight him and the Steel Dragon. Which is a Steel Dragon is fucking annoying as shit because he summons a big thing of wind around him and he'll summon fucking cyclones at you. And he'll be inside of the cyclone, then he'll fucking jump out at you, which is fucking so annoying because you cannot see him.
I found the fucking dragon that I was talking about with the white mechanic. It's called Aletreon.
Aletreon.
Aletreon. I will show you a picture because this thing, the video I saw makes it look even fucking cooler, but it like can charge up this thing called something judgment, and it can just wipe you. Apparently, that's what it said in the video anyway. So.
You sure it's not Kefka?
Kefka from Final Fantasy VI?
Yeah.
I've never got to Kefka yet.
That's what his attack is, the Judgment Bolt or whatever.
Oh yeah, okay. I know what you're talking about. I saw a thing on video on that. Matt actually just recently beat that game last year, I think.
Dude.
Yeah. He just finished it because I was like, why don't you just finish it? He's like, oh no, don't really feel like it. And then like 2 days later, he's like, I finished it.
That's kind of how I am with some games. Yeah, I don't remember seeing that thing. That might be the... Nah, it's not the Steel Dragon. But, was it speaking games that I beat Neo.
Oh, finally?
Yeah. And there's like 8 DLC missions.
You didn't beat it. Nice.
Yeah, I was like fucking... I was looking up a list of the main missions to see like how my progress was going. And I was like, oh, okay, 28 missions. It's like good. And like, I beat mission 19, and there's a fucking credit sequence with all these cliffhangers, and I'm like, what the fuck? And then afterwards, there's mission 20, which is the last mission that does clear up a lot of the cliffhangers. Because that was weird, dude. It was like, at the end of mission 19, it's like you defeat the main dude that's been fucking pestering you the whole time. And then it's like, he's like, you didn't achieve anything. There's the other guy that is actually the big bad guy. And I was like, why the fuck is there a credit roll? And then, like, right after you tell me that. That's like the middle of the fucking story. And like, the people are there, they're like, oh, you can never come back to Japan and shit. Like, fucking, is it, Ishiya, or whatever the fuck his name is, the first Tokugawa, fucking, is like, whenever you defeat this guy, kill him, or the ninja dude that's your friend is supposed to kill you, because it's to keep the secret of the stone shit, you know, the Deus Ex Machina that started the whole story to begin with. And then you get to go back and at least do that, so it was kind of okay. I was disappointed, but okay. And it's like, I have a better explanation for what that game is now. It's like about it essentially is The Last Samurai.
Come full circle.
Like, yeah, whenever I made that comparison, I didn't think about it fully, but it's during the fucking Edo period, whenever the fucking, like, well, I don't know, I guess it's the start of the Edo period, so it doesn't make sense because it'd be on the other end. But still, it's about your favorite time in Japanese history, Mitchell. It's probably the only time period you might know. The
What?
Edo period.
Well, nuh-uh.
Yeah, what's the other one that you like?
I don't know what the periods are called, man.
There's the Edo and Meiji,
Go through the
and I
names
don't
I'll
know.
recognize.
Oh, okay.
Go through the names, bro. Come
No,
on. You know so much.
I know like two.
Fuck
Shut
you,
up.
you little fucking shit.
Okay.
Fuck you. I just love Japanese in general. Like, it's not really about a time period.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, it's where all the stories from anime take place, and you get to meet Nobunaga.
What's the
He like
fucking what's
gets
the time
resurrected.
period where the fucking samurai was around? Is that Edo? It's not Edo, is it?
Yeah, it's Edo or Edo or Edo or whatever.
It's
It was
probably
like
Edo.
the end of the um, samurai essentially, because whenever the Meiji took power is because the Meiji used rifles and the shogunate was, entrenched in they got all their power from the nobility, which was the samurai, so they had to continue to be samurai, and the Meiji, being a new revolutionary group of people, wanted could use whatever the fuck they wanted, because like the Bushido, the honor of being a samurai.
The Bushi.
Okay, it pretty
That's the
much
thing.
got eclipsed because of the firearms taking place. You no longer had to have a samurai. Like, you don't need a sword master.
No,
You
no, no,
need a
no, no,
person
no.
that can point a boomstick and
A boomstick.
and hit people relatively often.
No, my whole thing was whenever the samurai were like just coming around, not just coming around, but like when they reigned supreme. That's whenever I liked it. I'm not big into
Well, it
like
was like,
I am not big in the era of whenever gunplay started being a thing. Cause like I don't know why. I'm not saying it's everywhere. It just reminds me of like the Wild Wild West, and I fucking hate that. I hate the Wild Wild West so much. It's so fucking boring. Like
they
it's like
had I'm pretty sure they had guns during what's her name? Fucking that French chick. Fuck. Joan of Arc.
uh, Joan of wait what?
Yeah, they had guns in Joan of Arc's time period.
When was that?
15, 1600s.
Yeah, but what wasn't the samurai thing like in the 1200s
It
or
was
1100s?
whenever I looked into it, it was like the shogunate was actually like a title given to like
1185, Japan
the
began to be
supreme
governed by
daimyo.
samurai. Yep.
Yeah, it's like around then, so it's like 500 years.
It's called the Age of the Samurai. That's weird.
Yeah.
It says that. Anyway, I don't know. I knew it was somewhere around like the 1200s because like ah, because swordplay was uh, when William Wallace was around, and I know that's not the same place, obviously, but they were still using swords, so that had to be around the same side. Like, well, that kind of like swordplay, like
Yeah.
not just a bunch of idiots running around with these sharp sticks. You know what I mean? Like skilled combat, like military militia kind of deals.
You could say like that should happen in Rome, obviously,
Yeah, that happened in Rome. Yeah, I'm trying to say something, but
in
I can't like
Egypt.
find the words to fucking describe it. I don't know, when it was not when it was ancient times, but like medieval kind of times. That was also the age of the samurai too, wasn't it? Right? That would line up,
Yeah,
right? Yeah, the medieval times. Thank you. I don't know why the fuck I couldn't figure out how to say that.
yeah.
Sound like
Well,
a fucking idiot.
I think the medieval times started at like 500 AD.
Really? That early?
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
And I don't know what the time period between Zero and the Dark Ages was because it was probably worse then. Because that was right after the fucking sack of Rome with the fucking Visigoths and shit. So the whole world was in fucking chaos. The fucking golden city on the hill that fucking achieved all this fucking splendor just like crashed. And then everybody around it was like, what the fuck we do now?
William Wallace was actually in 1305. He died.
Yeah, William Wallace was post William the Conqueror taking over Britain and whatnot, and Britain existing. And then they tried to wipe out like all of the other people on the islands.
Yeah. God, I always forget. I never really looked up like how he truly died. Like, but it said it in the movie, but I didn't know if it was straight up like.
A vast majority of that movie is wrong.
Yeah, well, I knew he like did some of the shit that was in it. I just didn't know to what extent. But no, like the
Like
end
even
of
his
it.
extreme hatred for the British isn't accurate at all. Because he was a British mercenary, and then he was a Scottish mercenary.
Taken to London, he was condemned as a traitor to the king, even though, as he maintained, he had never sworn allegiance to Edward. He was hanged, disemboweled, beheaded, and quartered.
Yeah,
Nice.
well, they did it.
So, yeah.
I forget what the fuck I was doing, but I was reading about fucking the Vikings and shit, and like besides not being able to pronounce like any of the fucking names, they just talked about like this how like the fucking world like worked back in those eras was just so fucking weird. You know, like it's like the fucking most known person in the town is essentially a person that owns like everything and just lets everybody live around them. And then like they would like because war was fucking horrific back then. Sometimes they would just send out like their best warrior to fight, and then they'd be like, "Oh, okay, that's however it went is how they would what they would go with." Because nobody wants to fucking walk over dead people and stab people and shit.
I guess
Can
he
you
really
imagine how
did sack.
horrific that would be?
What? I'm sorry,
Fucking
dude.
standing in a line of people just moving forward towards another line of people with sharp objects.
Yeah, fuck that. I guess he really did sack York.
Yeah, it did a few things.
So that's wild.
I think there was like a few kings in England that were not worthy. They're mostly like born into it, and they're fucking cowardice, like torturous, evil people. I don't think the king at that point in time was that bad either. Like that's the whole weird thing about like when you tell historical things. It's like if none of it's accurate, why are you even using the historical thing as a premise?
Right. It's like it even said like his last words are actually unknown.
Well, yeah.
Like, well, I mean, there's a bunch of shit that was known about him, so you would think like
I just
something that extreme would probably they would record that.
I just made the fucking last word thing is always so annoying because it's like, what were their last words? Their last words are probably like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
I
it's
get it.
always like their fucking best friend that they die, like their best friend or their wife or their family, like is the only people around them when they die, and they're like, they said this epic poem. They recited it right before they died. They planned it and wrote it for their entire life for this one moment.
Finally.
I can tell by.
Oh man.
They just write out, dude.
Huh.
These are my last words. Here.
Oh fuck. All right. Well, this was a nice recording. Super Mario 64 next episode. I gotta go to bed for work, and Rhett better fucking be there.
Oh yeah, I didn't know you had to go to work.
Yeah, it's fucking Thursday, man.
Oh shit, it is.
Yeah. So, man, I went to bed at 8 o'clock the other day.
Should have done this
I was
earlier.
feeling amazing. Huh?
It's fucking cold again outside.
Yeah, I
The
know.
fuck.
Bro, I've never seen the weather fluctuate this much
I know.
as I've seen this week. It
I
is
was doing
insane.
yard work, getting all the fucking tree that fell off on my lilacs to save my beautiful, nice smelling lilacs, and getting covered in fucking sap. And now it's fucking 20 degrees again. Like, what the fuck?
Oh, fuck. Well, it's bedtime. Yeah, I was trying to do this early, but my computer wanted to be a piece of shit, so.
Yeah. Put a little damper on the situation.
Yeah, you're right there.
Yeah. Now you're definitely not going to be late for work, because that never happens.
Actually, anymore, no. I just get there about. I think the latest I've gotten there recently is 57. 5:57 in the morning. I have to be there by 6. Like, I have to clock in by 6, or they'll take $1.25 off of every hour that I've worked that week. Yeah.
I have this really nice smelling candle called Tranquil. It's got eucalyptus, sage, and rosemary in it. It's
Sounds
made out
familiar.
of coconut wax.
Nice. Nice random piece of information.
Yeah.
Alright,
I don't know why I like the smell of eucalyptus so much.
You're a fucking weirdo.
Well, eucalyptus is poisonous. It's flammable. Fucking
All the
devil
things you
bears
love.
eat it.
The what?
Koalas.
Oh. Yeah. You know they just got put on the endangered list or whatever?
Oh.
Yeah. Bushfires.
Actually, marsupials.
Okay.
Yeah, they have a pouch.
Yeah.
That's just weird. Koala bears.
I know. We don't really think of them like that. They're just little bears.
Yeah.
I saw a
Raccoon
video.
dogs aren't actually raccoons. Neither, and red pandas aren't pandas.
Yeah, I know. I saw a video of this dude walking down the road in Australia, and he saw a little koala running on the side of the road by the guardrail, and he's like, "Hey, little buddy, why don't you get out of there?" And he got close to it, and it stood up and put its hands up like this, and he put his hands up and goes, "Arr!" And then he drops back down. He brings his hand towards it and just starts patting it on the head, and it jumps up. It's like, "Arr!" I was like, okay.
Oh, they're not nice.
No. But
In other news, I am not colorblind. And that's it for the show.
That's it for the show. All right, later.
Adios.